Are you prepared for an unstable disclosure today? You and I will uncover the greatest scoop about the greatest fight in the music business. You will have a hard time believing what Chris Earthy Colored will uncover about the continuous struggle between Diddy Usher and Jamie Foxx. Deciding by insider data Brown is certain attendant is the following objective on Diddy's hit rundown. And he knows why this is a story that has been stewing for quite a long time. Yet presently, the fact of the matter is at last out greetings everybody, I'm Leah. And today we discuss the most recent succulent big-name tattle, as you might have heard Chris Brown as of late spilled the tea about Diddy's next focus after Jamie Foxx. In all honesty, Usher himself, it seems like Diddy has a background marked by mauling men. And it's all approaching to light, currently, yet considerably really stunning that a few fans are hypothesizing that Diddy might be utilizing his abundance to purchase the quietness of those he's abused. Might this be valid? And what at any point will happen now that Usher is in a tough situation? Will he stand up against Diddy? Or will he remain quiet like the others? Stay blocked to figure out more about this hazardous superstar embarrassment. Insiders with information on media outlets are conjecturing that Usher might be the following objective of an attack after Jamie Foxx, as per late reports. What is going on seems to have raced quickly as sources show that Diddy has dispatched his masters to manage Usher news. Has recently arisen that Chris Brown went after Usher during the last birthday festivity, which has just energized further hypothesis. In regards to Diddy's contribution, for the people who are keen on every one of the subtleties of the most recent Diddy show, we have a few delicious goodies to share at Chris Earthy Colored's new birthday celebration. Usher was supposedly living it up, chiming into the music. Anyway, things got ugly when he encountered Brown. The two were both going to the occasion at Las Vegas' Rock City Roller Arena, which was tossed to pay tribute to Brown's 34th birthday celebration, in spite of Usher having facilitated an extravagant birthday slam for Earthy-colored video film. Got by Tansy seems to propose that the connection between the two hitmakers became stressed as the night wore on, as per ongoing reports of verbal quarrel at a party purportedly swelled into something more serious among Chris and Tiana. Chris was supposed to be disturbed and yelling at Tiana because of reasons that are muddled when strains started to heighten. Usher, who has a well-established kinship with Chris, mediated to attempt to quiet the circumstance anyway. Chris purportedly coordinated his resentment towards both Tiana and Usher, swearing at them, both yet coordinating the majority of his aggression towards Usher in the end. Chris declared of his support that they would leave the setting so. All in all, they allegedly made a quick leave. It is hazy whether this was an endeavor to stay away from additional heightening, or essentially to stay away from media consideration. Tanza detailed that Usher followed them behind a line of sanctioned transports, where Chris and his group were found. Observers guaranteed that a squabble among Chris and Usher resulted, and that Usher arose with what gave off an impression of being a horrendous nose. All famous VIP tattle channels likewise covered the episode, expressing that Chris and Usher were engaged with a warmed contention that eventually turned fierce at Chris' birthday celebration. As per a new report by TMC, Usher endeavored to mediate in a contention among Chris and Tiana Taylor, which supposedly began when Chris became vexed that Tiana would have rather not conversed with him. Later, attendant was seen with a ridiculous nose. Anyway, bits of gossip are coursing that Chris might have basically been a pawn in a bigger plan organized by Diddy, who is said to have away from pessimistic media consideration. Truth be told, Jamie Foxx, one more VIP who stood in opposition to Diddy as of late, stood out as truly newsworthy for his nitty-gritty records of Diddy's scandalous gay daddy parties. Trying to report the gatherings, James supposedly snuck in professing to be a cameraman, and defied Diddy requesting to film the occasion anyway. Not long after fresh insight about the party broke, Janie was hospitalized And his circumstance was basic relatives supposedly flew in from abroad to be close by while James is presently making a course for recuperation sources at the clinic guarantee that he addressed the police and uncovered that his unexpected problem was not normal persuading numerous to think that somebody was after him. These dangerous comments have left many fans disrupted on Twitter. A client shared that Jamie Foxx had informed the police that somebody was after him, persuading the client to think that there may be a clock on the existences of VIPs. Usher likewise as of late stood up against Diddy's sketchy conduct in a meeting Usher discussed going to Diddy's flavor camp when he was 13 years of age, where he saw a few strange occasions. Hello, it was interested. I had an opportunity to see a few things, no doubt, except for you were 13. What were you talking about when there was see the way of life right? And I saw it, and it was. And it was nevertheless I couldn't say whether I could comprehend what I was in any event. Seeing, he said, fans have rushed to draw an obvious conclusion, so proposing that Usher's new quarrel may be associated with Diddy's alleged way of life. It's fascinating the way that the discussion moved from Diddy's sexuality to Usher, coincidentally exposing him during a meeting to Chris Brown, purportedly punching Usher at his own birthday celebration. Fans are presently hypothesizing that Diddy may be behind the squabble, since it's far-fetched that Chris would have praised his birthday without welcoming Diddy. As per tales, Chris Brown was inebriated and got into a contention with Tiana when she carried on of line. He answered in kind attendant, endeavored to intercede, yet wound up getting found out in the crossfire during a new fight. One inquiry at the forefront of everybody's thoughts was where was Diddy? Strangely, Diddy had his own birthday slam during which he got exceptionally gushy with Chris Brown, in spite of Chris showing up apparently awkward. It appears to be that Chris was attempting to move away, conceivably on the grounds that he realized he had a past filled with men, dealing with men. He'd even openly uncovered that he used to grapple with Usher when Usher was under edge. What is happening with Diddy? And Chris just looked excessively natural to Usher's fans, who suspect that Diddy could have acted improperly towards Usher too. As a matter of fact, reports recommend that Usher's mother once stood up to Diddy about his shameless way of behaving towards her child. A few fans even guess that Diddy may be purchasing individuals quiet by extravagantly spending on them. When he gets them costly presents, it resembles purchasing their dependability to remain quiet and conceal his possibly sketchy conduct. Ideally, reality can become unavoidable, and individuals will recapture trust without waiting to be gloated or purchased. In spite of all that, Diddy was discovered on camera offering other private remarks towards introduce front of many individuals, guaranteeing that he could take him on the kitchen passageway anyway. Diddy is a carefully prepared player and has no issue lying directly to your face or before the camera in any event. When a video of him whistling Usher surfaced, he had the dauntlessness to guarantee he had never seen it. When defied about his lies by the host of the Morning Meal Club, Diddy didn't waver. Fans accept that Diddy caused client to feel awkward before such countless individuals, and it's clear from their nonverbal communication. Some even recommend that Diddy is